What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a real simple mod on the Chevrolet Silverado, the LT model, and it's 2019. And what we're going to do is we're going to add some lights up underneath the dash and up underneath the seats, because if any of you guys know, any of you guys have any of these vehicles, you'll know that Chevrolet was a little skimpy on the lights. So you get two LEDs in the front and two LEDs in the back, and that's really not enough. It's especially if you got a dark interior like I do. So it's a little windy today, and we can't use the our garage, because as you can see, we are currently getting ready to pour some concrete, get the floor down on Monday. So we can't be pulling the truck in and doing anything, because we got some guys, they just left for lunch. They're in here leveling the floor and getting ready to pour the concrete on Monday. So we're gonna have to work outside. So hopefully the wind won't mess up the audio too bad. So let's give it a try. All right, guys, like I said, we're gonna be working on the 2019 Silverado. We're gonna be putting these lights in. What we're gonna do, we're gonna wire them right back here to the auxiliary plug-in, instead of wiring them to the fuse box. That way we can control it on and off with the remote, and we don't have to go and splice any wires in the fuse box on this new truck. So anyway, the kit we've got is going to allow us to do lights underneath the back seats. And we're going to come around here and we're going to take these kick panels off. We're going to pull them up, pull the mats out, pull this off, and we're going to run the wires right around up here to where we can easily hide them up underneath the front. So with that being said, let's get at it. All right, guys, we got that mat out of the way, and this right here just pops up. You would think this was two pieces here, but it's not. It's actually made together. So I'm not going to pull this any further, and I can just use my hand to put the wire back up underneath there. This right here should just pop right off, which it did. As you can see, the connectors, as it slides down in here, and then we can get perfect access right underneath the seat. So I'm gonna get the kit and we'll get started. All right, guys, here's the kit. I'll leave the link down below on the video on where we purchased this kit at. It's really very inexpensive. The remote comes with the kit, and then the screws, should you wish to use those, which we're not going to use the screws on there, I don't believe. And then the instructions. There's some zip ties, like we talked about. I may use those up underneath the seat. And the wind's not going to cooperate, it's going to blow. You'd think this is March was almost 2 months ago, but apparently nobody told Mother Nature. So pretty windy today, so I apologize in advance for some of the audio issues that we're probably going to have. But you're not here to listen to me talk anyway. You're here to see the mod, so we should be good to go. And on this kit, this particular kit is for larger cars. So as you can see here, there is a big distance between the lights, which gives you more room to run your lighting, which is a good thing, because some of the kits are too short and you can't hide the wires. And if you're like me, I like my wires to be hidden. I don't like the wires to be out. So anyway, there's the light kit itself and the small strips that go up underneath. And let's go inside the truck and get these bad boys put up. All right, guys, just a little test right quick to make sure these LEDs are working, and they are. It does appear that everything is working according to the specs. Green, blue, red, white, which white's probably going to be the one that I use altogether. There is a remote version for when you're playing music. It will actually beat to the music of the well, it'll actually play to the music of the play to the sound of the music. Bye. I'll get it out in a minute. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start feeding this this one that's gonna be up on the front dash. I'm gonna go ahead and feed it through over here and pull some of this wire out of the way. Catch it over here on the other side. I'll just see where it comes out at. Let's see. Pull the tape off here, and we're going to stick it right to the bottom of this support frame that runs across the seat. So hopefully that'll provide a little bit of light for the back seat when if you got somebody riding in your back. We're going to put a few of these zip ties on just to make sure it holds in place. Guys, it's a little tight under there, so I'm going to have to get one zip tie and make another one out of it. Make it a little bit longer because there's no holes to punch through, but that's no problem. We just extend that out just a little bit and go back under. It is a little tight. It's not a whole lot of room to work, but it's not impossible. So now let's come over. I'll show you what I did. If you can see, I've got that taped right to that bottom beam, and I have it zip tied on both corners. So the light is shining right down onto the floorboard. So let's move around to the front. Guys, I'm gonna hide this wire back over here. I found a place to put this on up underneath. Sorry about this, guys. I had to put the phone down right here so I could wire this up. I didn't have my helper today, so I had to do all the filming and the work by myself. So what I did, I mounted it to that air conditioning heater vent and zip tied it in. I'm going to come back and I'm going to cut the tails off of here. But the light shines pretty much straight down onto the pedals and everything, so make it easy to see. And I'm going to tuck these lines in, and we're going to get this piece here back down, and there are grooves that fits into, and then it just, well, snaps into place. I'm going to get this back piece over here straight. Here. Move this. There we go, because that's got to go under. all these in place at the same time. And it will snap back into place. It really wasn't as hard as I made it look, guys. It was really easier than that, so just FYI. Okay guys, as far as the wiring goes back here in the back, that can just go under this floor mat here and be tucked in like so. And I'm gonna see where I can mount that the control box here, because this is for the power, the mic, and the cycling of the lights. So see where I can mount that piece at to get it to make it look as factory as possible. And I think what I'm going to do with this piece here is I'm going to just mount it down here at the bottom some way. Get the lights, of course, out of the way. I'll put this kind of like right in the middle, because this goes to that side over there, and I can take and feed most of that wire underneath that mat, and the remote control sensor will leave that out to where it can read the unit, and probably just I wished it didn't have both these wires coming. I wished it had two wires on this end and just the remote part on this end here. That would be better, but unfortunately it's not made that way. So what I'm going to do is just mount it right here on the side, and then I'll take the wire and I'll tuck it down out of the way, cosmetic it up here in just a minute. Guys, I decided to come over a little bit further and mount it there on the side using 3M tape. And what I'll do is I'm going to tuck the wires down along the side of it, and hopefully it won't be that noticeable. This will be the only place that you should be able to see the wires. And unless you're riding in the back seat looking at the floorboards, you're probably never even see it. So let me get that tucked away here. May put a little zip tie or something on that to maybe close that up a little bit better, or may just leave it like it is for the time being. So anyway, let's get started on the other side over here. Guys, this is a little bit different configuration over here on this side, probably because this is a manual operated seat where the other one is power. But it does have a metal rod. It runs right through the middle. So we'll still be able to tape it to this rod and use some of the zip ties to zip tie it up. Okay guys, on this side we're going to take the mat out over here, get it out of the way. We're going to reach up with our hand. We're going to start slightly easily prying this up. I'm gonna pull this up with our hands, and it just pops right out of the way. We've got that set aside. So as you can see, the bottom, and I'm gonna go around and run the wire underneath over here to this canal. I've run the wire down here underneath this piece, which comes and drops directly into that canal right there, as you can see. And I'm gonna slide that back over, pop it back down, and then we're going to put our side piece back in place. You have to just make sure that you get those slots in this. You got to make sure that you get them in line, and then it just all snaps back into place. Real simple. Okay guys, underneath this passenger side it's gonna be a little bit easier. There's a solid strip of metal right there, so all we'll do is just take the tape off the back like so, and get her about centered. And stick her up there. Let's take the we just take this, pull it out a little bit with your hand, push the wire back up in behind it, pull it up here, out of the way, all nice and neat. All right guys, short of a little bit of tidying up to do, that's going to be pretty much it for this mod. I'm going to come back tonight once it gets dark and do a little bit more video and show you what it looks like in the dark, because right now it's just too bright, too sunny, you can't see it. So stay tuned, I'll be back after it gets dark. All right guys, it has definitely gotten dark out here, so let's jump in the truck and see how those lights work. All right guys, I think you can pretty much see the light put out. It's just enough in the back to where you can see, and there's plenty enough in the front. So I would say that turned out pretty good. Let's put it on white. There we go. And let's see. That's the up front, and that's actually pretty good. There's no glare on the front windshield or anything, so that worked pretty good. And let's take the remote here, and we'll turn the brightness down just a little bit. And we can even go down a little bit more. Oh, hit the wrong button there. Let's go back to white. And we're going to, it's about as dim as they go, guys. That's a lot of improvement. I'm happy with that. So I would say that the light install was a success. All right, guys, sorry for the voiceover on this section right here, but I was playing the radio and didn't want to get in trouble with the copyright police, so we had to blank that out. But you can see that the lights are flashing to the music, to the beat of the music, so just wanted to test that little mode out and see how it works. So it looks pretty good to me. Okay guys, that's going to about do it for this video. We appreciate you stopping by, checking in with us. If you liked what you've seen here today, hit that like button. And if you really liked what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, because we greatly appreciate every new subscriber that we get. We're on our way to 1,000. We've got a long way to go, so every new one we get greatly helps out the channel. I'll put a link down below where you can pick up these lights should you be interested for your Silverado, and catch you on the next one.